Okay, so in this arena run, I decided to go all in a food build. There's quite a few units in this game that kind of help with food build. The best ones are usually like cat and seal, but you also have rabbit, you also have squirrel, and you also have worm. The latter three are not very good, and I wouldn't recommend taking, but if you can go like cat seal, that's a pretty good build. A lot of times, swan is really helpful with food builds because it can be kind of tricky to buy all the foods that you actually want, and there's a decent amount of like RNG in trying to get good foods like sushi and pizza, and so more gold obviously helps a lot with that. Anyway, pretty standard start. I did decide to buy a duck. I found that buying duck on turn one isn't that bad in arena. It does help. It gave like +2 health, I think. Also the ant duck, you suddenly get a 3/4, and that's not too bad. So yeah, that's kind of just a fun little use to actually like use kind of a terrible unit for the most part. They did buff it, so it's a 1/3. It used to be a 1/2, but it's the buff like is barely noticeable. I feel like most of the time. So early rabbit, decide to freeze that. We'll buy it next turn. Rabbits on like turn 3 and 4, and then buying apples. Not too bad. Also, you can buy like meat bone for other stuff, get extra health. You can also go cupcake crab with rabbits. Early rabbit is usually worth taking most of the time, I think. But I know that since I'm going to go with the food build, the rabbit is actually going to be sticking around the longest, and everything else is probably going to be sold. So I just want to invest in buying or buffing this rabbit. And it scales up pretty fast when you actually buy food. So yeah, I'm not really sure like what else I'm gonna do. Pretty soon I'm gonna run out of ideas. I could just steal other people's ideas. Like I saw disease slash infected player do a pretty unique build of tiger whale spider and then like parrot turkey in the back, and it's just an RNG fest. And like it's kind of hilarious. I really think it's a pretty fun build. So maybe I'll try doing that, or maybe I'll have to actually eventually buy the paid pack. Who knows? After playing this game for like 1,000 hours, finally decide to buy the other content? Impossible. Anyway, so I guess what am I looking for? Looking to level up the ant and then pillet, and then I'm pretty much gonna sell everything else on the team. Salad also quite helpful. Salad's actually better than pears with rabbits. Just a random fact, I guess, because you're getting +1/+2 twice, so you're actually getting 6 stats versus 5 with the pears. And if you want to, you can even go like double rabbit and then buy salads. The thing is, it's RNG, of course, what the salad hits, but if it hits the right units, that's some pretty nice stats right there. Most of the time, I don't really end up going rabbit. Like, I'll probably buy it if I get early rabbit, but then I usually just end up selling it. Don't really use it too much. I feel like late game is scaling just kind of falls off. Like I don't usually buy too much food unless if I just have like 3 gold left over and I'm not really looking for anything else. Uh, Early seal as well. So you can see why this was the run I decided to showcase because early rabbit and early seal is pretty nasty. Really like it. I wonder if salad's actually worth freezing here. It's a 50% chance. So a lot of times when you go seal, it's nice to just have like a 4 squad. That way if you buy like pizza or sushi, there's a good chance it hits the seal. And also you have an open space for cows. Now if your team's already full, then that's fine. But like don't have to be too upset with just running a 4 squad here. Actually sold, was that my biggest unit? Sold the fish. Kind of crazy. And I'm buying cans because I know, yeah, there we go. Buying worm on turn 8. So this is a terrible decision. I am a worm hater. I think it's pretty garbage. Could consider maybe freezing turtle pill there, but 4 gold when I could be buying food and trying to scale, I guess is worth it. So yeah, the reason why worm is bad, most of the time you have to invest everything you have into worm, which means you're not really going to level anything else up. And it's also can be kind of countered. Like if you put worm in front and you see a front badger or a skunk or a scorpion, all of those just kind of kill your team. So a lot of times you'll just kind of lose even if you have one big unit, but it can be kind of good. I mean, also having one unit counters a decent amount of teams, so who knows. I feel like there's always the one actually nice thing about this game is that pretty much every unit does have an occasional use in like some random situation. And so if you do happen to have like rabbit and you get worm on turn 5 and like no, I still wouldn't take it, but like you could consider taking it. Now Ooh, look at that. That's a really good roll right there. Get cow and seal, just extremely nice to have. And then I can also buy that last seal. Kind of a weird synergy though, because I'm not going to be actually like scaling these worms unless if sushi or the seal or like pizza accidentally hit it. But hey, it's a fun little food build. All that's left is squirrel and cat, and then this team has pretty much everything that it needs. Squirrel, one of the worst units in the game, but hey, that won't stop me from using it. It is kind of fun. I wish that units, or not, I wish that food could go below 0 gold. So right now, there's no point in having two turtles, or two squirrels. Turtles, squirrels, same thing. Because once you have a level 3 squirrel, buying another one does absolutely nothing. So that's a little sad. It could be more fun to go with a crazy squirrel build if you could like gain gold when you buy food. And it's not like it's broken or anything, because you can only do that with the first two foods that you see. Got some sushi and cows. Not really sure which one I should buy first. Sushi's really good here since it's guaranteed. Look at that. Hit both the worms and the seal. That's maximum buffs. Sushi's just really nice, and I can always save the cow for next turn. Roll into another cow. Wow, that is very lucky. Still don't have a cat, but just having this open slot, because I guess I would have to combine worms in order to actually go cat and squirrel, which is going to be kind of a problem because they're so beefy. Yeah. Combining what is that, 18, 19, and a 22, 22 seems like a bad idea. Alright, more cows, just classic scaling. Not much else to say. Don't really have any equipment, but that's fine. Like, our stats right now are way above average. Like, we already hit 50 health on this seal, and we've got a bunch of strong units. So this is actually like a crazy good team, I think, for the round that I'm on. Turn 12, these stats. Really, it worked out like this beats a lot of teams that I would go just trying to like win arena. I feel like this is actually just a really good team, so it's not even that much of a meme. Fellow worm player, respected, but my worms are just way better. So yeah, melon. I could also melon the seal, but the worms have closer like. Okay, interesting. Deciding to buy chocolate. I guess yeah, because if I buy the cow, it's gonna replace the chocolate, so a little bit tricky. And then steak and sushi are both good. So I don't know why this worked out so well. Just early seal and early rabbit, I guess. And then we got pretty lucky with cow RNG, I feel like. And by we, I mean me in the past. I don't know. I just fought Kyogre? Wait, what? Kyogre is a well-known person in the Super Autopets community. But that was a misspelling of their name. Okay, also, wow, what is this? Decide to not buy sushi. I guess just going cat, cow. Could actually buy, sell another cow. Oh, no, what was I doing? What a mistake. What? I could have bought and sold another cow, used the milk first, and then... Wow. I'm so bad at the game. Who does this guy think he is? Only have level 1 rabbit this entire time. Can go for level 3 seal as well. That's pretty cool. The only thing missing from this build is the squirrel, which is the most fun but useless food unit. So I kind of want to lose like one of the next couple rounds or draw. Maybe I should position for a draw actually and put seal in the back. Big scorpion in front, interesting. And looks like I do lose, just barely. The difference between 1 HP, difference between winning and losing. Alright, so melon armor this worm. And then I guess go... Oh, there's squirrel, so my team's complete. But like I said, in order to have all of the units in the food build, I would have to combine worms. And I mean, who would do that? Like, that's such a terrible play right now. Oh, okay. Well, it's for the memes, right? Okay. And then I can get level 3 seal next turn, although that really does almost nothing, because, like, what am I going to buff? I'm really going to be hoping that it just buffs the cat and the squirrel. They should probably change squirrel. I think I already mentioned this, but I think it would do pretty well as a tier 3, and then move, like, turtle to tier 4. There's too many good tier 3s right now. Like, tier 3 is absolutely stacked, and compared to, like, tier 4... I feel like there's a lot of just bad units on tier 4, like worm and squirrel. So evening it out a little bit might be pretty nice. Did get level 3 seal. I don't, it is the last turn unless if I draw. Again, I should be positioning for draws just to draw out the memery a little bit longer. Although it would be nice to get a win with this because I've been struggling quite a bit. Like it is not exactly a great team to go like full meme food build, but it worked out here. Look at that, not too bad. So got the perfect team for food: squirrel, cat, seal, rabbit, and worm. Nice to see it finally pay off. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.